God did not call you to hide from the storm. He called you to stand firm in it. Faith is not about fair weather. It's not about having faith whenever everything's easy. And a lot of Christians, I think, make this mistake these days. They see problems and they just ignore it. They don't hold anybody accountable. They don't do anything about it because in their minds, they've okayed this idea that you can just go, well, everything's gonna be fine. Grace and love, la 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 la. You know, whistling through the graveyard and frolicking through the flower fields. When in reality, the world that they're leaving behind is exploding, and they selfishly, whether it's cloaked and they know it or not, go to their home where they think that it doesn't matter. Whatever happens in this life, it doesn't matter. We don't have to hold people accountable. We don't have to do anything in this life. We just believe in Jesus and everything will be okay. Yay! And it's like, there's some truth to that. Yeah, having faith in Jesus Christ merits His grace, and that is pretty much all there is to it. And there's nothing that we can do that can merit us eternal life. But here's the thing, it is still your job in this life to make sure that as many people as possible who can know about the gospel and can be helped by the gospel are helped. Like, our job is to make this world a better place while we're in it, and not to just count it all off and be like, well, the storm's here and the world's falling apart and I don't care because I'm going home. It's like so low-key, so egocentric and so selfish whenever you have Rapture people who obsess over this day and all they care about is this day. You don't care about Jesus. You don't care about what He wants for people. You don't care about any of that stuff. And maybe you feel like you do, and maybe a part of you, a very, very small part of you does. But in my humble opinion, all you care about is yourself when you obsess over a day you cannot predict. When your obsession in life is, when do I get to leave? And I hate to break it to you guys, but you ain't going nowhere. You ain't. You're not. It is frankly an unbiblical idea in this pre-tribulation rapture thing. I think, in my opinion, which I am allowed to reserve, when you look at eschatology, everything points to the fact that you ain't going nowhere. All of us are going nowhere. If the tribulation happened tomorrow, you're gonna go through it. That's just the bottom line. And that's my opinion. You're welcome to have yours and try to point to things differently eschatologically. That's fine. But I think all of us, for most of human history, except for like until the 1900s, recognize that the rapture is just a made-up thing. There's only one second coming, folks, not three. And the second coming is so egotistical in and of itself. The hidden second coming is so egotistical in and of itself because it implies there's this elite group of Christians. And you notice this is what this does to people. People who have this rapture mentality. They get this elitist idea in their head that they are somehow above every other Christian. They're above every other person. They have this hidden secret knowledge that only they have that's going to get them in the rapture and merit their salvation. Pause! Because what would merit you going with Jesus if He came, let's say that the second coming is actually this hidden one, and then the second coming of Jesus is a third one, which how you make sense of that, I don't know. But let's say that you're right. Would that not therefore mean that those who have faith in Jesus Christ and are going by grace and are found in the field working as Jesus says, right? They're in the field working, one is in the field and one's taken up and the other one's left. And this whole thing is pointing to the fact that it's a allegory. It is an example of how one person will be taken and the other one will not be, because of how diversely dramatic it will be when the Lord actually does come back. Like lightning in the clouds is what He says. No man can predict it. When He comes back, it'll be obvious. And everything points to it being the 1 second coming. So what's my point? If you have faith in Jesus and you're covered by the blood, then there is no elitist group of Christians that are going to go because they have hidden knowledge. That's called cultism, baby. And it's gross and you're nasty if you propagate it. I don't know how we got on this tangent, but overall, I think it's because, so there's goodness to recognizing that we are in a very, very trialsome time. There's goodness in that, but it's more important to recognize that our job here is to stand firm in the storm and to help others while we're here. Not look at a day to get our get out of jail free card, not selfishly obsess over something we can't predict, and not misread the Bible intentionally so we can justify our bad behavior, our narcissistic behavior. How about that? And yeah, I'm just ultimately really fed up with a lot of these rapture radical people. They really do disgust me. I'm gonna be so for real, because instead of actually engaging with what I'm saying, they just criticize my character, or they say that I don't have fruits of the Spirit, or they say that I'm being a scoffer and a mocker. And it's just you're gross, dude. I grew up around narcissists. I know this game. You're not clever or special. I know what you're doing. You're avoiding accountability and blaming me for your problems. It's just gross. Talk about fruits of the Spirit. Okay. Anyway, gonna rebuke you all in another video. Bye.